From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Using his legs, it's Overton. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Looking to throw on first down. Now improvising. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. Fires to the right. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
How about this defense? Coming out, you know you've got a challenge on your hand, and you're talking about coming out ready, hairs on fire, ready to play. You can tell, dropping back, great coverage. They know this guy's great. They know he can spin it. They're sitting on the coverage, waiting on it. They win the first check early. Give the defense some credit. They were ready for this great quarterback.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Power football with the run. There he goes. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. At the 45 on his way. Lots of running room. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Off play action. And wings it incomplete.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Makes the catch. It's Overton. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all...
Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Let's go. Wants to keep it in the air. He's got him this time. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Touch pass on the run. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time. Down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Touchdown, no! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one, Tom. He had a good one there. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. These 2 teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top. Turning it on! A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Nolan. Firing to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just 1 step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a single.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Pulls it in down the sideline. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining up all over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
On target over the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense. And he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
They've really got this offense humming. Just a fourth play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. He found some running room and needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
They'll run the option. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And the PAT makes it 14-6. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Wiley. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll try the run. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He's got it again. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a 1st down on the ground.
Yeah, and you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
Scanning the field, it's Nolan. Got the quick pass. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They're going back to the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. They'll ride the hot hand. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the Dome. The snap sets up to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Evans. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Hands it off. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Looking for a man. It's Nolan. Flushed out of the pocket. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Quarterback never saw his guy early enough. He was open right away, but was just late getting him the ball. Receivers jumping up and down saying, yo, I'm here, throw it to me. But by that time, the defense had already figured out where he was, and because of the late throw, they're able to come up with the interception.
Wide open downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Noles want to crank the tempo. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
The Noles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On 4th down, going to the air. Makes the grab past the marker. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Looking down the middle. Touchdown, Seminoles! And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Coming out with it, it's Riley. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Got a man. It's Glenn. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Got his man. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
What a beautiful throw and catch. And I'll tell you, sometimes when you're throwing the go route, you can overanalyze things and think, what coverage do we want it against? What matchup are we looking for? But if I've got a guy outside that I know can go make a play, I don't care. I'm throwing it up, and I'm letting him go make a play.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Just keep slinging it. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
Looking downfield, it's Nolan. Caught over the middle, it's Wiley.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They're bringing the chop, they're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks, it's Evans. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
It's good. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Buffalo has been able to call its shots offensively. As impressive a performance as I've seen from this group in some time. They're up by 17 over Jacksonville State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Running back searching for a hole. Fights off a defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Third down play from the gun. Finds finds a man in the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Well, guess who? They're taking a shot to the guy that's just been torching this defense in the entire first half. He's already got over 100 yards, so why not try to add to it and force this defense to prove that they can cover him? They did do a nice job right there. That's not the last time this guy's going to see the ball thrown his way.
Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Overton. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 4 wide receivers spread across the field on 2nd and inches. Hauls it in. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here's a heat. Looking for the score. Touchdown, no! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Wiley. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to pass. It's Nolan. He's going to let it go. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Wiley. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with the...
Oh, he's got some space. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Bulldogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find their rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on fourth down and 3. The play-action fake. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Wants to throw. It's Nolan. Under fire. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
And the Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Sends it downfield. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Trying to take it back. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Florida State. Does the work itself with the pick six.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking fourth down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Evans. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
And they're going to try to convert on 4th down, 1 for 2 so far today. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Looking to throw again. He's not afraid to go deep. Touchdown, Dogs! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. They'll run play action. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
What a throw on 1st down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Right back to the well. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Overton. Got enough space. Touchdown Seminoles. And the pummeling has started.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win it looking like in game 2? This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
And we'll have a shakeup in the MAC standings this week. Check this out. Miami endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Yager Stadium, and the Red Hawks came away with the win. It wasn't a...
And he pumps it up inside the 20. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. Simply can't happen.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Looking for space. It's Overton. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, no! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Evans. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. It'll be a draw. Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14. The Dogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's White. Still on his feet at the 45. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives. The coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away.
Georgia, 25.
And he's going to try to return this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been... There he goes! And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass call is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
A strike downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Using his feet to buy time. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. They get him down to this offensive setup. First and goal from the 9.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense.
Touchdown, Florida State. Quick strike through the air for the score. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
We're going to have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
And he puts through the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Evans. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be third down.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Third and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And that's a really good job on the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Throws for the tight end. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
42 Spider. And off to Jones. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Bringing it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. Looking to take a shot. It's caught. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
To the air on first down. He's got him. Oh, what a caught. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Working that left side now. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Lets it fly. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He rifles one deep to the left. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He takes a chance and fires it across the field. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got it on the move. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again.
Tuna. Acorn. Hawk. Gorilla. Acorn.
He's looking to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Coming out with it, it's Riley. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Gain of 23 on the play. Good enough for a first down.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. He wants a big play here late. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated in some